Hello and welcome to the video. So in this video I'm going to show you how to build muscle fast with zero to little fat gain. I know it's been a long time since I've been on YouTube and I'm getting back to it. So by watching this video you're going to have more knowledge and be able to gain muscle way faster than 99% of people who go to the gym. It's Friday night in Manchester, it's nice and dark, it's November the 18th, it is my girlfriend's birthday, but she is back up in Glasgow, so I'm all alone. Now, just before I get into this video, right, if you're only watching for the muscle building tips, fast forward to this time frame in the video. But prior to that, I just want to cover a couple of things and then we'll get into my workout, and then after that, we'll speak over the tips, but the workout edit won't be too long. My thinking is, I'll give you all these muscle building tips post-workout when I've got that post-workout high. You're not feeling, you're just feeling amazing, full of life, full of dopamine, and obviously full of caffeine as well. Just while I'm talking about this big dopamine hit, there's something I want to run you through, right? So, I've seen this in a video and it basically explained things to me. It's so simple and I never ever quite understood it before. Going out and enjoying yourself at the weekend, getting drunk, smelling stuff and doing all the bad shit, that gives you an instant hit of dopamine, and that's why it feels so good. But what happens is you get this big massive surge of dopamine and then you have this huge crash. That's why you have the fear the next day. Whereas with the gym, you do get a nice big urge of dopamine, but it's not quite as sky high as you would get maybe smelling something or drinking something. But that dopamine you've actually earned by going and doing hard work for it, so you actually have a better long-term effect from the dopamine. So instead of having that instant gratification, you've got prolonged gratification, but that prolonged gratification is actually going to do you better in the long term. But anyway, enough of me rambling, let's go get to my gym that is literally downstairs. I'm actually about to go train in flip-flops. Here we go. So, now we're at the good bit. I've actually made 10 tips for basically building muscle fast without gaining any fat really, right? So I've got 10 bullet points here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump into them quickly, touch on them and not bore you to death, because that's something I'm really bad at doing. Like right now, I'm rambling on. First one is I want you to think long term. Set yourself a date that you're going to commit to for your bulk. Last thing you want to do is start bulking and have to start cutting again because you feel you're too fat. Commit long term to your bulk. With that being said, I recommend you stick to a bulk for a minimum of 6 months, because you basically want to give yourself enough time to sit and accumulate that muscle mass, and the more time you can spend in that duration of the bulk, the more time your body's spent building muscle. If you stop starting all the time, you're not getting properly into it, right? Tip number 2 is follow a long-term training plan that incorporates progression, per workout, and as the months go on of your workout as well. And you want to make sure you're hitting muscle groups, especially the ones you want to grow the most, minimum twice per week. And just to make sure you're progressing, I recommend you keep track of your workouts. So track how many reps you've done with what weight, and every week you should be looking to beat that, either by like 1 kilo or 5 kilo or 1 rep or more, okay? Always progressing all the way through, and the whole idea is you want to be working more over time, so the muscle constantly has a reason to go and grow. Tip number 3 is simple, but train fucking hard. If you are not feeling like this workout is properly pushing you, you're not giving the muscle a reason to grow. It doesn't want to grow, so you need to really force it to go and actually grow. How I recommend you know if you're training hard enough, right, is first of all, get a weight and take a set to complete failure till you literally cannot do 1 more rep anymore. And then you know what failure feels like. With every set, I want to train 1 rep shy of failure, and that is going to give you enough reason to go and grow without burning you out set to set. Tip number 4, and this is one for the young guys, rest. Rest days are important, and they are when you are going to do most of your growing. So 5-6 days a week, if you're under like 21, is ridiculous amounts, okay? I know you want to train more, I know you love the gym, but if you want to build muscle, take time out of the gym and rest. That goes with sleep as well. The more you can sleep, the better. Sleep is like the super supplement that you just can't get enough of. The more you sleep, the quicker you're going to grow. The more you rest, the quicker you're going to grow. I know you want to be in the gym all the time, but trust me, take that time at the gym and you'll grow like fuck. Tip number 5 is going to be track your physique's progress. Now this can be done in a multitude of ways. Progress pictures, 1 time per week. Check your weight 2 to 3 times per week. And you can do measurements as well. If you're bulking, I recommend you keep measuring around your waistline. And if you're gaining inches per week in your waist, you know you're eating too much, it's time to cut back. Tip number 6, and this one goes for everybody, try not to drink as much. Every time you get drunk, there's a chance that you're over consuming to start with. You're maybe going to eat more shit food the next day when you're hungover. And as well as that, alcohol actually prohibits the muscle building process. So if you go smash a gym session on Friday night, and then Friday night you're out drinking, pretty much you're not going to make any gains from that session, because your body tries to process the alcohol first and not the nutrients of protein, carbs, etc. So try to cut down drinking as much as you can, and that's going to make you a happier, healthier person anyway, so why not cut it down? Tip number 7, losing track of fingers here, is track your diet. Now this is an obvious one, but track your diet, it matters so much, right? The diet is going to be the biggest thing that is going to impact your whole progress. You can go and hit the gym, and yes, you might get a little bit of gains, but when you start incorporating the right food, your body will grow so quick, you won't believe it. The diet is so important, I can't stress that enough. A good place to start is with your calories, first of all, and your protein. A couple of things to touch on that. Meal plans, I find, are the best because you know exactly what you're eating, and it's easier to adjust them. Another little thing you should touch on with your diet is not to go on a crazy surplus. You don't want to go in dirty bulk. Get fat 2 months into your bulk and feel like you've got to cut again, right? A small surplus, you only need an extra 200 calories max, and that's going to give you plenty of space to grow, but not make you gain excess fat. The smaller the surplus, the less fat you gain, but the smaller the surplus, it's a little bit harder to gain muscle as well. So somewhere between that 1 to 200 mark should do perfect to help you maintain a good level of definition. Tip number 8 is one I get asked all the time: when should I eat, when should you not, blah 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 blah. So if you're somebody who's pretty new to training, how many times a day you eat and what time of day you eat doesn't matter too much. However, for better results, let's just say 4 to 5 meals with an even spread of protein out of them is going to be the best idea, so you're constantly supplying the body with the nutrients it needs to grow. However, that being said, the most important thing is total daily intake. If it suits your life better to maybe skip breakfast or whatever, why not do it? But you're not going to grow muscle as fast if compared to if you ate 4 to 5 meals per day. Tip number 9, and this is one of my favourite ones and one I cannot stress to you enough. Something more important than meal timing or any of that jazz is food quality, right? So first of all, the better quality food you eat, the better the quality of muscle you're going to have, right? But moving along for that, right? Food quality is going to affect your life in so many ways. It's going to give you better energy, it's going to make you feel more motivated, it's going to make you feel happier, it's going to basically get rid of bloat, all that sort of shit, all the bad stuff that happens when you're bulking. It's going to clear up your skin. hundreds of things, right? The amount of clients who I speak to who have had a bit of a bad negative mindset, a bad outlook in life, they've changed their diet and they've literally changed their life. So food quality over everything. There's no point bulking and eating fucking Smarties to gain muscle. Don't do it that way, do it the smart way. If you have any questions on that, let me know, because it's something I'm really passionate about. And then number 10, the one everybody's been waiting to hear, what supplements should I take? What supplements should I take? To be honest, I very rarely use any supplements. Most of my kind of bulking all comes through my diet. Do supplements help? Yes, but think about your training, your diet and your sleep making up, say like 90%, 99% of your gains, and the supplements adding that tiny little bit. They shouldn't be the most important thing on your list, they should be the cherry on top. Now, recommendations for supplements. First of all, there's going to be creatine. Love it, works very well, use it all year round. It definitely works, I highly recommend you do that. 5 grams a day, every single day for the rest of your life, just do that. I've not got any right now, but I will be getting some soon. Number 2 is going to be caffeine. Caffeine is not so much for building muscle, but it definitely can enhance your workouts a lot, especially if you can't be fit doing it. So I highly recommend maybe getting a pre-workout. Just coffee's fine as well. I personally just use coffee, but sometimes if I'm feeling I want to get extra naughty, I use a pre-workout. So that's my top 10 tips. Any questions in them, feel free to let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please subscribe. If you have any questions again, comment them down below. And if you found this helpful, share it with your friends, tell everybody I'm the best guy ever, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.